Self-reflection is basically practicing self-awareness, and this can actually help you live your life to its fullest extent and help you explore your true potential. How? Let's find out in today's video. Hi, hello, namaste, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're new, hi, I'm Tanaya, and today we are talking about self-reflection. I would like to start this topic with a question. It's a very simple question. Pause the video if you want to. Take a deep breath and take your time while you answer this. Who do you think you are? Who are you? A very simple question, right? But most of us don't have the answer. We don't know who we are. How scary is that? And do you know why it is like that? Because most of our lives we are being told who we are. Indirectly. It's not intentional. But when you grow up in a family, you see their values, you see their behavior, and you adopt it without questioning it, right? Then you go to your education system. You go to a school, and then you're judged on the basis of your grades, your discipline, your behavior, your attire, and then you try to fulfill the expectations of that school. Later, you make friends, and you try to be likable. You want your friends to like you, and then you try to fulfill their expectations of you. And eventually you get a job and you try to fulfill the expectations of your boss and you try to become the perfect employee. So all your life, you're trying to fit into the definitions of others and the expectations of others. But when you self-reflect, you get rid of these expectations and definitions of others, right? And that is why self-reflection is extremely important. And not only this, self-reflection also plays an extremely important role in your social environment and in your relationships. Because you begin to understand your emotions better, you begin to understand thought patterns better, you now analyze things better, which eventually makes you a good friend, a good colleague, a good partner even, right? Because now you are more aware of the things around you because you're aware of the things internally, if that makes sense. And now let's directly head towards the how-to part. How to practice self-reflection. If possible, sit down with a pen and a paper or maybe open notes in your mobile phone because I would like you to participate in these practices with me because I know you'll watch the video and you'll think I'll do it later, but that later will never happen and I don't want that. We don't want that, right? We want to improve ourselves. So yeah, the first thing that you can do is make a table, make 2 columns, make one column for your positive traits and the other one for your negative traits. It is very simple, very basic. Now write down your positive traits. You're friendly, you're honest, you're trustworthy, you're caring. There can be many positive traits. Similarly, write your negative traits. Maybe you are jealous, maybe you are insecure, maybe you have a victim mindset. There can be many negative traits as well. Now this gives you an awareness of your own personality. So doing this gives you an overview of your own personality, and now you know the negative traits you want to work upon and you know your positive traits which will always work in your favor. And it's important to understand that personality is not something which is set in stone. You can always work on your personality and you can always change yourself. So this is important, right? In fact, similarly, I would suggest that you make another table for your strengths and weaknesses, which is important for your workplace or your social life. Say your strength is that you're good with communication, you're good at convincing people, but maybe your weakness is your command over a language, or maybe you're poor in English, right? Now this becomes your weakness and you know that this is something that you want to work upon. So make these columns and understand where you stand right now and how much do you want to change your life and change yourself. The second thing that you can do is setting alarms for mindfulness. What this means is set up an alarm at a random time, preferably a time when you're mostly thinking, when you're mostly free, because this will help you understand your thought patterns, your dominant thought patterns, right? So whenever the alarm rings, it's your cue to stop thinking and observe what you're thinking. It will help you understand whether your thoughts are past dominant or future dominant. Are you constantly thinking about your past embarrassing moments, or are you constantly building plans and making future goals, you know? Everything needs to be done in balance, and too much of this is not really healthy for you. So yeah, whenever your alarm rings, it is your cue to pause and observe your thoughts, and the awareness itself will help you change these repetitive, unhealthy thought patterns. Third thing that you can do is observing what you resonate with. This point is actually very fascinating, so stick with me. Think about your favorite character, your favorite movie character, right? Now you will observe that your own personality traits and that character's personality traits resonate. You see yourself in them. and that is why you like them. You may not admit it, but that is how it is. It is a subconscious thing. So yeah, everything that you're resonating with is actually giving you a message about who you are. And at the same time, whatever is triggering you is also showing you who you are. Suppose someone comments on your skin color and it offends you. So obviously that person is mean. I'm not saying they're not mean, they're wrong for what they did. But at the same time, if it's offending you so much, and if it was a light-hearted joke, then maybe that means that you're insecure about your own color and you need to work upon your self-confidence and self-love. In fact, what's even more intriguing is that the people that you dislike also have the traits that you have within yourself. I'll give you an example. Suppose I don't like people who flatter me because I know they're seeking my validation. But that also means that I have sought validation from someone else, maybe not by the means of flattery, but maybe with the help of people pleasing or by some other means. But I know I have done that too. And I don't like that trait within myself. I don't like that I want to seek external validation. So when someone else does that, I don't like that person. So this actually opens a new world for you. You see the world as you are. So yeah, there are many hidden messages around you. The fourth thing that you can do for self-reflection is keeping an open mind. This is very essential. It is easier said than done, of course. But once you begin to look within, you will notice that there are things and belief systems within you which do not resonate with you anymore. You have outgrown those values and belief systems. Suppose you once believed that money is a bad thing. That is what you learned in your life, that money makes people bad, money makes people greedy, etc., etc., etc. But now you've come to the realization that money is a good thing. It's the people who are bad who misuse it or who change themselves because of money, right? So this is your change in belief system. Now it's your time to be open-minded and accept this new belief which resonates with you and leave the old one behind. So it's very important to remain open-minded, and it's okay to question yourself and change yourself, and yeah, keep an open mind. The fifth thing that can help you with self-reflection is taking a personality quiz. Very simple, very basic, but it's kind of fun actually. If I find some good ones, I'll link it in the description box, and most of the times you know the answers already, but you will find something new or something particular which you didn't observe about yourself, and it will make you feel good and give you more awareness. It will give you something to think about. So yeah, take a personality quiz. And there are many other things that can be practiced for self-reflection. For example, keeping a journal. If you write down your thoughts and emotions every day, you will understand a lot about yourself. If you start doing meditation or start taking mindful breaths every day, it will calm your mind and you will become more aware of your thought patterns on a regular basis. Talking in front of the mirror is a very effective technique to kind of look within and start understanding yourself, because you look at yourself as a third person, which is very beneficial, very helpful. So yeah, these are a few things that you can do to practice self-reflection. It is not easy. Self-reflection is difficult. It's not easy to understand yourself because you are yourself ever changing and ever growing. But it's about being patient and understanding what you want in your life if you really want to live your life to its fullest extent. So yeah, that is it. That is all that I had for you today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Till then, lots of love, lots of warmth, and lots of blessings. Peace. Bye.